Hello, welcome to game 2 of the quarterfinals. So, this board, there's knights on it. Probably means you have to buy knights. Probably means you have to buy knights. But I was hoping to try to go for something with, tournaments and province to win prizes. Of course, not ignoring the knights. You can't ignore the knights. But, I'm not gonna touch them unless my opponent touches them, kind of thing. So, 3 here. I go for a sage to cycle more quickly to try to get cards into the deck more quickly, like caravans, especially. Caravans are going to be very good here. And then take it from there. But that's not smart. You should open, as my opponent did here, tournament and silver instead of the sage. The silver, because the knights are too important and you need the money. Sage is not money to buy knights. So here, that could have been a knight, but instead, it's going to be my first silver. Of course, 4 is caravan, easy, right? Tournament. I don't think you need a second. You could get a second tournament, but the caravan is nicer because it draws and gold for my opponent, which is very nice. Nice for them. Nice draw here. I draw with that tournament because I wanted to pick up a knight since my opponent started to go after them. He has the trashing one, which is good news for him if that one sticks around. Oh, I lose $5 there. Not good. Not good. But yeah, if Anna sticks around for long enough, then the game is probably over. 3 is just gonna be silver. I just need money and fodder. Anna does come out here. Trashes a couple cards. Trashes one of my silvers. Trashing all around. So this is gonna happen for some time. Whenever we hit 5, we'll buy knights, and anything less is caravan. Anything less than caravan. Here could be King's Court. Maybe should have been King's Court, but I wanted to get the knight. I felt like I was behind on the knight split. Maybe I was. I think I was. So that's why I went for the knight there. Anyways, King's Court now for my opponent, so that is very good for them. Very, very good for them. Um, one of my knights kills one of his, and I trash one of his caravans. I take Natalie. We just buy knights. Oh, I don't know where this came from, but luckily, well, I say luckily in the context of things, he misses everything. Um, reveals 2 coppers twice, and then copper estate on the last one, so that was pretty good. But it's not nice that he's finding his King's Court with his knights. That is just a recipe for disaster. Again, I kill one of his knights, but I don't have money to pick up another one. And here, okay, here, maybe I should have gone for the knight instead of, I ended up going for a King's Court here, right? I was thinking, okay, if I could king a knight, then I could trash more things, so I went for the King's Court instead of the knight. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should have had Martin in my deck. Maybe I needed to have Martin in my deck, but I went for the King's Court there. Not entirely sure if that's right or not. But the knights are almost out, and oh my god, King Molly this time. Followed by Michael. Please, please help me. This is brutal. This time Molly trashes Silva and Caravan and flips my King's Court as well. And Martin goes to my opponent. So, yeah, things are not looking very good right now. My opponent has won the knight split, and he still has this Sir Militia around, which is not good news for me at all. Not good news for me at all. At least I have the gainer, which is cool. I can. Oh no, what is this? Why is the King's Court by itself? That is not good. That is not. Oh, the King's Court is by itself again. Why? Alright, at least I get to get rid of Michael here, but he managed to trash nothing except Natalie. So Michael, while being good at being a militia, was terrible at being a knight. Anyways, second to last caravan for my opponent, and I'm gonna take up the last one, and I feel like I only reasonably have one line of play here. And that is to, you'll see here, I spent some time thinking about it. I tell my, whoever's listening, if anybody, not to panic, because I have a plan. Plan is buy estates. It's gonna take 8 turns to empty the estates, but I don't have anything better to do, to be perfectly honest. my opponent will just, eventually build up his deck and just trash mine down to nothing but, coppers and estates. Fortunately, I can buy an estate with 2 coppers, so that shouldn't be too difficult, even if, the knights run rampant on my deck. So we'll see how far we can take this. I might consider duchy here, but that just makes the game longer. Any turn buying duchy is a turn you could have spent buying an estate. Also, duchies can be trashed by the knights. So a little bit of help for this idea is the battlefield. So 1 estate is really 3 points, which is nice. So we go for this. Again, I don't know if King's Court think it's a crown or like a counterfeit or a baron or something, but it doesn't show up with any actions. This is the most decorative King's Court I've played with in a long time. Very, very decorative. My opponent buys an embargo here, but I mean, you don't need to do that. Like, he had more money than that. He could have just built up. The embargo is nothing, and I don't care about the embargo, to be honest. That was kind of just him wasting a turn, I think. So I was pretty happy about that. So here, hopefully, I can find enough money to pick up an estate and keep going there. He does trash the embargo. If he had managed to king the embargo, that would have been more of a problem. But again, I didn't care. I would still get battlefield points, so whatever. It would be net gain 0, but at least like 2 piles would be running. Oh, can't even buy an estate and King's Court by itself. Yeah, okay, I think we've had enough here. So I opened poorly, but I mean, some of these draws, man. Anyways, game 2 was an absolute wash. There's nothing to talk about here at all. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm down 2-0.